What's up, YouTube?
Oh, this is actually better because you
Yeah.
can see both of us. Like, we look like we're in the same frame.
Yes.
What am I talking about?
No, I get you. I get
Wrong words. She gets the intention. You can't see my eyebrows, but they're there.
Should I put my hood up? Be really emo.
I want your things in my room. I miss you all of the time.
So today we are talking about some nightmare customer service experiences we've had because both of us have worked
Too much.
customer service jobs for a long time. I think fucking long.
I think my first job was Jewel Osco, and I stayed there for 2 years. And that was as soon as I turned 16. Like literally the same month that I turned 16, I went straight to work because I just really wanted to. I stayed there for 2 years, and then I worked at Raising Cane's. And then after that, I worked in another mall, worked in Abercrombie Kids, and then I worked in a pharmacy, and now I'm unemployed.
It's gonna be okay though. The job market right now fucking sucks.
My resume is stacked just based on like my past experiences, and it's impossible to get a job right now.
It's really hard.
So if
It's
someone
really
sees this,
funny.
please hire me. I'm a good
Hire
kid.
Her resume is really good, and the fact that she's having a hard time looking for a job says a lot about where the economy's at right now because Shannon's goated.
No, because like the jobs that are available, it's like you're getting paid dog shit with a side of $16 an hour.
Would you like to share the first story? We need like a talking stick or something.
We do the cat.
Yeah, we got the
We'll
cat.
use the cat as a talking stick.
I can't wait for us to have a real cat.
Right? Oh my gosh, we're gonna vlog so much with that
I'm
new
so
cat.
excited. We need to make like a vlog of like getting all the stuff for the cat and then like actually like
Oh, yeah.
it'll be so
A story that I have, I kind of already told Anna because we were just talking about it. But when I was working at Jewel, my job was to fill up online orders for people that place them online, and I would go around the store and grab them. And I'm like near the produce section when I see this dude getting chased by like my front end manager, Bobby, at the time.
Bro, I
Not
didn't everybody get chased at Jewel.
I mean, he wasn't really chasing him yet, but like he was kind of like lingering behind him because like I guess the dude was sus. And bro goes up to the like rotisserie chicken like area, like hot foods area. He grabs a bag and he just starts eating it, which I was like, okay, that's a little strange, but like I mean, people do that all the time. I'll get chicken tenders and pay for it at the end.
He was real hungry.
He was real hungry.
real hungry.
And like by the looks of it and by the smell of him, he seemed homeless. Which like no judgment here.
We've
both
been homeless.
there.
We've been homeless.
We've
Like,
both been there.
We get it.
We
When
get
I
it.
saw rotisserie chicken,
No, because it's not very good. It's very much unseasoned unless you like take it home and like actually season it and put it in the fucking oven. But this dude just starts mauling the fuck out of the
Fucking that
rotisserie
shit
chicken.
up.
Oh god. And like he's like walking around the vegetable section and he comes up to me eventually and this is when I get a whiff of him and he's just like, "You want a piece?" I'm like, "No, thank you. That's okay."
Not.
And then Bobby is like further back from behind him and I just see him like watching us. I'm like, "Alright." So he's like, "Alright, you have a good day." And then he moves on to my coworker and he asks, "Do you want a piece?" And he just starts going around to random people and starts being like, "Do you want a piece? Do you want a piece? Do you want a piece?" And everyone's saying no, so he's like, "Alright, fuck y'all." So he gets his chicken, he like closes up the Ziploc baggie situation, and he runs out the door that's only supposed to be an entrance.
Dude, she worked at a different Jewel than I did because I also worked at a Jewel when I was a teenager. But I feel like every Jewel, which in case you're watching this and you're not from
It's a
like,
grocery
Illinois
store.
or Indiana or whatever, it's like a really common grocery store. They're kind of all under this chain,
Albertsons.
Albertsons. And there's like a bunch of different stores. But
If you're from Florida, it's a Publix.
yeah, it's like they're all under the same. A lot of like the most common grocery stores
Yeah.
are like under the same company.
Yeah.
So we worked for the one that's in like northern Illinois, and it's called Jewel. And I also worked there. And there's
When did
some
you work
crazy shit. I worked there from when I was the summer before our senior year to probably
The summer after? What'd you
like
say?
the fall after.
The fall
Like
after.
winter-ish. It was like
Yeah.
November.
Yeah, that's the thing with me. I worked there from 2020, November 22nd, 2022 to April 16th, 2024.
Yeah, it was. I think I worked there for like probably like almost a year and a half, and I was a cashier. So I was in the front end, and it was fucking crazy, dude. Oh my god. I was gonna say like I feel like a lot of the Jewels in Chicago are just kind of another alternate version of each other. Like they're all like
They're
it's
all-
like the same shit happens.
Like it's Walmart, but like smaller.
No, literally.
It's like that's the kind of people you see there.
It's the grocery multiverse. I have like some similar stories. I think my craziest one was probably one of the last shifts that I worked before I quit. I had put my 2 weeks in, and then I was working like I think it was probably a 9 to 5. And so
Damn. 8 hours at Jules.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it was fucking rough. But so this one I like to call the toothpaste incident. So there was a man who was running around the store, and our security guard, who was, to put it kindly, a bit rotund.
Oh, that's what they're supposed to be. They're
and-
supposed to be
yes.
like larger.
So he was not gonna catch up to the guy who was being chased. Just saying. And so basically, this guy runs through the self-checkout section, which is right next to all of like the cash
normal
registers. Yeah, exactly. And so he's running through the self-checkout, and I saw him because we like everybody went quiet because like we could hear this guy running down the aisle, and he had all of his pockets stuffed with individual boxes of toothpaste. I don't know if this guy works for like a really sketchy dentist or what the vibe is, but like you know, like maybe he has a cavity or something. Like I don't know, but every pocket was stuffed with toothpaste, and so he like kind of like runs into this other guy, and like a lot of like the toothpaste like boxes fell out of the pockets, and so he runs out of the store, and basically like there was this car waiting for him apparently, and he had like a whole like getaway driver and shit
For toothpaste.
Yes, which I didn't see, but my coworker saw it. But like I fully believe that shit because it was literally like a heist. Like this guy had like he really needed that, I guess. And I feel like I mean I get it, like maybe shit's expensive, but
I mean, like,
we couldn't have just brought a bag. Like I feel like the pockets and all the toothpaste that he was gonna steal falling out that could have been entirely avoided if he just had a bag with him.
Also, like, I feel like if you're gonna steal things, you try to be inconspicuous instead
exactly. No, but his ass was doing the dash. He was fucking booking it. He like no time wasted. He got that toothpaste and he dipped. Like I'm sure he still had like a decent amount of it that he stole. But yeah, there's some crazy shit that has happened at mine. Do you want to go next? I'm gonna get some water.
Oh yeah.
My throat's fucking.
No, you're good. So this one's also gonna be a jewel story. I'm trying to like go through this in chronological order. Some lady had a seizure by the milk department. Which like she's okay because I saw her get up. Like I never understood how that works because I'm obviously not a doctor. But like how like when you have a seizure, how do you just get up right after?
She just walked in like a
No,
fucking
dude,
NPC.
I'm not even joking. I wasn't there when she dropped, but like I was passing by and I just heard all this commotion and I look over and there's a crowd around her and there's this lady laying on the ground like, you know, but like and then like 10 minutes after I was like in the front gossiping with my like friend Cheryl, which like she's this sweet older lady, she's so nice. She was just standing there and we were talking and we look and it's the same lady, she's just walking around like she's fine.
She just locked.
How does that work?
She went from geeky
To locked in like a matter of 10 minutes. This lady that just got up. She literally was carrying her groceries too.
How did she do that?
And
Like,
even my manager was like, do you need to call anybody? Like, do you have somebody?
No, I'm good.
That's what happened.
Let me keep shopping.
No, she checked out and I watched her go back in her car from the window. Like she was walking to her car like nothing happened.
I mean, good for her, honestly.
I know, right?
But like, damn, that's like it kind of reminds me of like you know the NPCs in Skate 3, how you just like knock them over, they'll be like.
No, just like
Really
GTA,
just
like you literally punch someone, they'll fall to the ground and they'll get up and look at you crazy in this room.
They start running
Fucking,
fucking.
what do you mean?
I can't.
Anyway, next story, it'll be yours.
Okay, so basically, I'm trying to think of what other crazy shit happened there. There was like a few like regular tweakers that would come in because yeah, there was like a few like normal like common NPCs, but they were tweakers. I think it was like the middle of the day, and I go to the bathroom after bringing the shopping carts in, and I open the door.
We need to sound like the creaking.
Yes. I opened the door, and there was this woman who was standing there, completely naked, entirely naked. Mind you, this is a public bathroom.
It wasn't the employee
multiple
bathroom.
stalls. No, it was on the first floor. And she was completely naked.
Butt booty naked.
But booty ass naked. No clothes. Not one
article
of clothing on her body. And she is facing the mirror, the tiny little mirror, and she is holding a flip phone and taking mirror selfies. But booty ass naked. Direct eye contact. We locked eyes. And I'm like, this all happened in the span of like 0.5 seconds because I wasn't gonna stand there like. You actually can't do that. That's actually not allowed.
But dead ass girl, what are you supposed to do? Piss?
You actually can't do that. What are you supposed to do? What do you do after that? She had this like lead paint stare. Like she like locked eyes with me and she was like, "Oh, sorry."
Oh my god, you know what that reminds me of? Bonnie Blue.
No, literally.
Like she just
Like
like
that. Just like, "Sorry." We said our prayer.
Or like Melania Trump.
Basically, I shut the door and
You let her
I was like,
continue.
I'm gonna mind my fucking business after that. I'm gonna mind my fucking business. I'm gonna go out the rest of my shift because, like, oh my god, I literally wanted to like remove my eyeballs from my head. Like, everything was out. Like, girl, you know, it's okay to, you know, if you're snapping your man a freaky flick, like, okay, that's cool, but like, let's not do it in a public grocery store bathroom.
Side note, flip phone, what quality were the nudes?
You can see about 2-3 pixels.
3 pixels. The 3 pixels are like vertical, and it's just like a blob of her face, a blob of where her tits are, and like straight butt. Just butt, bro. Like you saw more than that flip phone. You saw more than that flip
I
phone.
saw that shit in 4K!
You saw that shit in IRL. Like, bro, fuck.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. That's number 2 for me.
Alright, so this one's gonna still be Jewel. I think my shift this day was like a 4 p.m. to 9, perhaps. You know, something chill, you know, after school, because this was still during high school. And, I don't know if anyone else is familiar with a baler machine, but it basically, like, you put a box in it and it crushes it. And it's a very heavy duty, big ass fucking machine.
Oh my god, you told me this story.
Big ass fucking machine. And, like,
it smushes just a bunch
it just
of stuff.
smushes, like, recyclables or whatever, like the bigger boxes that people unload things from. What you said, that shit is dangerous. You're not allowed to operate it until you're 18 and up. That's how
I feel like it should be older. Personally.
it should be older. I shouldn't be anywhere near that personally because I just
do not let me near that thing. I'm
Do
gonna
not.
accidentally fall in.
accidentally. Anyway, so our store manager Paul Siska, more power to you, man, because like, you're pretty cool. Very old Polish man. He was very nice, very kind. I don't really know what happened, but I took my break, my 15-minute break, ate a little bit of something. I think I had like chicken wings. I don't think it really matters, but I ate something. I'm in the break room, and like there's like a door that goes from the back room to the break room, and then another door that leads upstairs because our break room is in the basement. And he's just like clutching his head as he's walking from this back room door to the other side to go up the stairs to exit, and there's just blood pouring from his head, and he's just clutching it, but he's not in like visible pain. Like, he's just like strutting along, like just walking, holding his head with like a bit of gauze on top of his like hand or whatever, and it's like soaked in blood. And I'm sitting there and like,
What the fuck do you do in that situation?
I don't know, but apparently a part of the baler fell on his head and cracked his head open. I don't know how far, if it broke skull, but it was a lot of blood. And
Dude,
he was
that
back to
must
work.
have hurt real bad.
and I look where
You went back to work?
he was back to work the next day, like nothing happened. He was just having his head.
You had to clock in. Like, oh my god, now we're gonna fucking medical bills.
No, bro, because it's like no, a man like that's got good insurance.
Right.
An old guy like that's
Holy
got good-
shit! What is a
His
piece of his head was just missing?
It was like a straight like cut up here, but it was like a very thick and wide laceration. If we're gonna get technical, and there was just blood oozing out of it. It's like all over his hand. The gauze was covered in it, and he's just walking by like nothing happened. And that same shift when I get off my break and I find out what happens from my coworker, they said a piece of the baler fell on him because it was broken. And I go by the baler because like the baler's right there when I have to leave the break room. There's just like a pool of blood right there casually.
That's
And then the next day that I clock in, he's there, bandage on his head, still working like a demon. I'm like, okay, so like old people are indestructible
Damn.
sometimes, bro.
Like, how the fuck do you recover from that?
That quickly, too.
I feel like the trauma from that emotionally, like, would just be like.
I would never be anywhere near a baler.
Yeah, no, bro, that's. He had to clock in, I guess. Like,
He had to clock
he said,
in.
I got these fucking bills to pay. Like, I still gotta go to work.
Yeah, I mean, he hired me, and he was the one that fired me. But it was so stupid the way I got fired too. But whatever. But yeah, no, he got hit by a piece of a baler machine, and that thing's fully metal, like heavy metal. It's like industrial size, bro. Especially in a grocery store, that shit's huge.
Oh fuck. Oh yeah. So there was a time where there was this like random homeless guy who was walking in, and this is like kind of similar to the last story, but like it's just crazier. He was walking around, and then he was getting kicked out of the store because his pants and his underwear were off, like fully off, and they were like down like
His ankles?
at his ankles. Yeah, his pants were. He was just walking around with his pants at his ankles.
No fucking way.
And my manager was like, pull your pants up, and he was just fried as fuck. So he was just walking around like with his shit out, like, and I didn't see anything, but
Thankfully.
yeah, that was pretty crazy.
I can tell. Do you have another one?
Hmm?
You have another story?
Oh my god. Oh yes. Okay. So
I have so many.
we
have way too many.
Yeah.
We've worked in customer service too long.
I had a coworker at Jewel who was into some heavy substances, and there was this really old man who
Wait,
was 80 something. Like, he was old as fuck. And
I feel really bad.
yeah,
People that old shouldn't be working.
no, I agree. But like, he would do like coke with my other coworker who was like, I think 18 or 19 at
Wait,
the
the
time.
old guy?
The old guy. The 80-year-old guy would do coke with the old guy. The 80-year-old guy would do coke with the 18-year-old guy in the 18-year-old guy's car. Or like, if they were on break, they would just go do coke. Like,
I'm not the kind of sex though.
or like they would like hand each other things sometimes that were, it was like a very discreet like hand motion, and I was just like,
Clearly not
you're
enough.
at work, like, okay, I get it, like people who work in like kitchens and restaurants and stuff like do coke or whatever, like you gotta stay locked in, I guess. But this is a grocery store, like, and this geriatric old man, like this fucking old ass dude was just like,
What do you need to be locked in for at a grocery
at
store?
a grocery store, like y'all can't wait till after you clock out, like, why do you need to be on coke at Jewel Osco? Like, why, like, what?
At a grocery store.
Right.
And like that location where that's not even that large.
No, it's
It's
not.
not that large.
It's
Like,
really not.
it really
It
can't
be
get that busy.
serious. Like, it really cannot be that serious. Scratch that. I have like one more short story to tell.
Okay,
That's
go
cool.
ahead.
This one time, and I was still a minor when this happened, but this one time I was like bagging groceries, and this guy comes up to me, and he's like wearing like a red hat, and he's like probably like 25, like Hispanic, like, I don't know, not that that has to do with anything, but like that's what he looked like.
Description.
Yeah. But like, he came up to me like really close, like got like in my like fucking ear, and he basically like whispered like, I'm gonna lick you up and down every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and like then I'm gonna rape you. And I was like, it's probably 17 at the time, either 17 or 18. I feel like regardless of if I was like a legal adult or not.
That's still
That's
strange.
still fucking weird. I'm a teenager and I'm on the clock. First of all, I didn't even look that good, so I don't know what the fuck this guy was doing because I was, I was at work. Girl, that Jewel Osco air had me fucked up. Like literally other people around and like nobody like saw allegedly and like I don't know, but like I just feel like that was so
No one
fucking
wanted to
weird.
see.
Yeah, like why do I have to worry about getting harassed while I'm at work? Like I shouldn't have to worry about that. It's just kind of like
That's
kinda
really
dumb.
weird.
Yeah.
Okay, at Canes when I was working, I've already told you this story, but I think I was 17. Yeah, I think I was 17, and this was after I had been fired from Jewel Osco, and I was working a night shift, I believe. I think I would have left around like 10ish, maybe. I don't even know. But I was wiping down like the drinks area because it's like one of the things you have to do like periodically. Like they literally train you to do that every like 10 minutes or so. And I was wiping it down with the sanitizing wipes, and this guy comes up to me from like one of the booth tables, and he's just like, he was like actually pretty normal about it. And this was before I had a boyfriend. But even then, I was like, I don't know, I'm not. Dude, I'm wearing a Raising Cane's, a red Raising Cane's hat, a green Raising Cane's shirt that fit me poorly, and like straight leg jeans because I can't wear baggy jeans in a fast food workplace. I looked probably 12 because I wasn't wearing makeup. Some days I would wear makeup to work just because I'd be coming from school and stuff, or like coming from a hangout, or just wanted to wear it because I choose when I wear it and when I don't. But this specific night, I'm telling you, like I look chop chisel. Like it was terrible. And I literally, like when I don't have makeup on, I look younger-ish, just because like Asian don't raisin, but but like I just look very young. And this dude comes up to me and he's just like, hey, I just thought you were really beautiful. Do you think I could have your Instagram or something? And I was like, I was literally wiping the counter and he's like right here. I'm like, no, I'm 17. And he goes, oh, fuck. And he runs out the door to his homeboy that is waiting in the car. He
Why
said,
did he run? I feel like I made it worse.
No, he said, oh, fuck. And
Fuck.
he bolts out the fucking door.
Dude, just straight booking it.
He booked it out the door, and I was like, okay, that's
Fuck.
a bit odd. I feel
Why'd
like,
you have to be a fucking minor? Fuck, I don't want to be a pedophile. Fuck.
great, on like one end, great,
Good
what
job.
boundary, like I guess that's what it's come to, like we're congratulating you for that now.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I feel like if you're trying to preserve your like pride or like your ego or whatever,
Why do you run?
why would you run? I feel like that makes you look worse. And mind you, this is
You
like
could
a
just been
grown ass
like,
man.
oh, sorry. Turn around, walk away.
Yeah, he's like a grown ass man. And I'm like, yo, you look like a bitch right now. What the fuck are you doing? Like, dude, ew.
Embarrassing.
I don't know, that was really weird. My latest job as a pharmacy tech, there was like more than one time where like just the toilets would be clogged filled with fucking shit. Like actually to the brim. Like have you ever seen those TikToks of those guys? Where they'll put like a fake, very large poop in the toilet, like comically large, like literally like, have you ever seen that on TikTok? Yeah, but no, they place like a fake poop in the toilet and like fart spray, but that's deadass what it was. Like, but it was real shit, and it was like coming out of the toilet.
Shit smear story?
Yeah.
Balls?
Yeah, there was this one time, I'm actually telling you right now, where it was like poop. It was a handicap stall, and like typically I would go into the handicap stall just because like I like to have room. I feel like if it's open, I just go use it. So I went to go use it, and I pushed the door open, and the baby changing table's like out, and there's like smears of poop on it. It smelled terrible, and there was like poop coming out of. Sorry, saying poop is making me laugh. I feel like a 10-year-old boy. But there was literal shit like flowing out of the toilet seat, and it was just like filled to the brim, and there was like shit on the floor. There's like period blood on the ground, like in drops. And like, dude, it's okay if you had an accident, but like, this was a bomb of poop everywhere. That's how bad it was. And that like, it wasn't like that again the other times, but like, toilets would just be clogged and the bathroom would smell like 10 pounds of bounce that ass. Like, that's how bad it would be. I feel like it's a whole thing. Let's save it for a different video. Yeah, next video is gonna be that one.
Next video will be nightmare and dream blood rotations. So
to give you a
stay tuned.
Yeah, to give you a preview.
Well, yes. So stay tuned. And we'll be back.
Thank you, YouTube.
Yes, thank you, YouTube.
Thank you, Burger King, for putting a pickle at the top of my burger. That's really what I needed today.
A pickle at the top of my burger.
I think he said atop my burger.
Atop my burger.
He was posh with it, Loki. Thank you, Burger King.
Thank you, Burger King.
For putting a pickle at the top of my burger. That's really what I needed today.
A pickle at the top of my burger.
Yes. Me. Yeah, that's literally
But yeah, so thank you for watching. Make sure to hit that like button
And
and
hit-
subscribe.
hit the bell.
Smash that bell. And also follow me on Instagram, follow Shannon on TikTok, and also
I'm gonna start making YouTube
Yes.
videos soon.
Also, if you're in Chicago, book with her to get your nails done.
I'm still practicing, so like,
But look
chill
how
on
she
me.
did mine. They're so kindness. So yeah, make
Oh
sure
my
to check
goodness.
out her on social media. Yay!
yay!
But yeah, bye bye.
Bye!
Bye.